As you take each step away from your vehicle and closer to the historic Johnson Lake Mining District, you come closer to the ingenuity and hard work that has not always made people rich, but allowed even rural places to influence and be influenced by the events happening halfway around the world. Carefully tucked into the scenic eastern slopes of Nevada's South Snake Range at nearly 11,000 feet lays the historic Johnson Lake Mine. The mine story begins in the early part of the 20th century when Mr. Johnson and others started to extract the mineral tungsten from these slopes. The Johnson Lake Mine was operated between 1910 and 1935 and forms a complete mining system. Even in this difficult location, they were able to see the opportunities and the limitations of the natural environment. Little is known about Alfred Johnson's life at Johnson Lake, except for the mining equipment and daily use items he left behind. The miners lived in a cluster of log cabins, the remains of which are relatively intact to this day. Because many of the surrounding trees were felled at chest height, it is likely that snow was covering the ground when the cabins were constructed. Home life at the mine probably had few luxuries, as evidenced from the thousands of artifacts that were left behind. Tungsten was milled on site and then transported a great distance to be refined in Frisco, Utah. To transport the tungsten, an aerial tramway, stamp mill, and a road was constructed to more easily move the mineral off the mountain. After all the years of hard work, a snowslide near Johnson Lake caused significant damage to the mining operation. It did not appear that others were interested in recreating what took so much work to accomplish. As we retreat from the mountain, we leave our past behind us and step back into a world filled with modern conveniences which Mr. Johnson and the other miners could have hardly imagined. The story of boom and bust has been told and retold throughout the Great Basin. We also leave behind a world that was built by strong wills and even stronger backs. The past may seem distant to some, but here at Great Basin National Park, it is just a few steps off the road.